Seven,
8,
nine.
10.
Yizzo!
Oh,
I did it,
not
child.
it sounded better than Monday, child. Monday was scary. Oh, hello.
Yizzo, hi. What's going on, Sheila?
As you all know,
Uh-oh.
It is tricky over here. It is the swamp of sadness. The Never-Ending Story is my favorite movie ever. And when Atreyu gets stuck in that swamp of sadness, that's where I'm at right now. But I've been having very interesting moments dealing with myself and my feelings. And I'm going to do my best to try to explain what had happened. I was feeling really looking at myself and really upset about all the things that I see. And I was thinking, I have been feeling like a lost little girl a lot. As a grown-ass woman doing all the things, I have this crushing feeling of feeling really discouraged and feeling really lost and feeling really like a little girl. And I went back to a moment when I felt like this. I'm going to tell all my business, but maybe I have to. And y'all, this is the, I'm going to sound really high, and some of y'all may not pick this up. Some of you will not get it. Some of you people will. I'll do my best to try to explain this. But as an adult, I sat there in my room and I went back to a moment where I felt like a really, where did this feeling start? Where is the time that I felt the same feeling? And I went back to a moment. I had to have been like 3 years old, and my parents were in Eugene, Oregon. And in our house, and on the block, there was a driveway, and then it was our house, and then there was a cement sidewalk. And I remember being 3 years old and being alone and pacing that sidewalk, filled with anxiety, crying, because my parents were in the house arguing. And I remember vividly being like, oh, they're going to break up. My family's going to break up. And if you think about a 3-year-old having this kind of, because we were in Eugene, and we left Eugene when I was about 3 or 4 years old. So I couldn't have been older. And I then flashed to going upstairs, up into the house. First of all, I was by myself, freaking the fuck out. Then I went upstairs, and I just remember looking up at my dad. And my dad is a very intense man. And when he argues, he's just like really scary. And I remember seeing him argue. And I then flashed to being 22 years old, 23 years old. And I was walking, I had just had JoJo. She had been like 6 months old. And I was a stay-at-home mom. Every day was the same routine. And I remember like, oh, I just want to like do my old routine. And my old routine before I had a kid was I would go downtown in the center city, and I would go into clothing stores, and I would just like shop and eat. And I was like, I remember yearning and wanting that feeling of like freedom and like meandering in a way. And so I packed her in her stroller, and she would not stop crying. And I didn't want to pick her up. I was so resentful that I had to like pick her up to carry her, because I've been carrying her all day. And I remember walking down an alleyway and her just crying it out, and me feeling so angry at this 6-month-old child and not picking her up. And I've like sat with that shame of like, when I see babies now, I see how they don't know anything. Jolie's 12. She still doesn't know anything. How vulnerable she was and how much she needed to be consoled. I just feel so sad. And so I had all these emotions. I was in my room and I was sitting with all these emotions. And I then imagined myself consoling 3-year-old Shanti and picking her up when she was pacing in that sidewalk and holding her and calming her down and just consoling her. And that shit morphed into me consoling 24-year-old Shanti, who was resentful and over my head with a baby that I couldn't manage and who needed me in a really, really deep way that I couldn't be there for her because it goes back to 3-year-old Shanti didn't have it. And then that did something for Jolie. That time leapt for Jolie in that moment because that me not picking her up could have been and may still be my 3-year-old moment when I was 3-year-old and I really needed somebody and they didn't console me. So I sat in my room and it felt like quantum physics for me because it felt like in Lovecraft Country where he time leaps and he goes to his dad's, he goes to the place of his father and that era happened and how he went in there and saved his dad in a way. Yeah. And I felt like it also fucked my head up because baby Shanti had maybe she did. My hope is she did. But baby Shanti, even in her sadness, future Shanti was going to remember that and come back for her in a particular kind of way. And somehow I'm trying to imagine that maybe that was even possible. And me in this moment, when I picked her up and I held her, somehow it could have possibly fucked up done something in the past, which made me have a moment of faith and deep gratitude that even though I'm going through incredible emotional pain in this moment, that future Shanti is going to have me, even though I'm kind of fucking up in this space right now, that I have this space to fall apart. I have this space to feel all that I'm feeling because somehow, some way, I got myself. Somebody's got me. I don't know if it's going to be me, but something in the future has my back. And this time collapse that happened in this continuum. And I've just been sitting with that and the magic of child work or whatever the fuck they call it and the power that it can have, because somehow this is going to hopefully heal stuff that happened with me and Jolie, because I could just see the through line of oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? But that's what I'm going over here, girl. Just losing, just feeling all of the things and feeling wildly like a little girl. God help me. That's all I can say is God help me, and hopefully God does have all of our backs because I felt it in real time. So.
Did you share that with Joe?
No, and I should.
Because in Lovecraft, and this isn't a movie or a TV show, but remember, you're older Shanti went back and got her, but what if current Joe, goes to 24-year-old Shanti in that moment and has you? What if you shared that with her?
That would make me cry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's amazing. That's why this time shit isn't real. I'm so serious. Quantum physics is a real thing because it just has to be. The shit just collapses and expands. But that's such a beautiful. Sorry, I just hit the mic. That's such a beautiful possibility.
Yeah. Jonathan Majors went back and saved his dad. What if she tells you, it's okay? You did good.
But you be like, girl, that's why I be crying like that? That's why I feel like I need a hug 24/7? Girl.
What if she did?
I wish.
It would be
like,
amazing. I don't know. Maybe I think Jolie is old enough to share that. Say, yo, this is something.
if she don't understand it now, she'll understand it soon. She'll be like,
She'll remember it.
Yeah.
I think.
That's a wonderful idea. Yeah. I don't know.
Or is she gonna be like, what?
Like,
so you're saying I was
what?
crying? Why was I? Was it cold? Why was I outside?
Why didn't you pick me up? I remember that. I also remember when I was 2.
You're like, I think you're getting this confused about the time. Oh, JoJo, go save your mother. Even though that's not your work, but go ahead, girl. JoJo's gonna listen to this podcast and be like, wow. I'm telling you, she'll have a leg up. Or it's gonna set her back. Either way, it's real. Having a real human exchange here. But I think JoJo, I don't know. Jolie is so, I feel, emotionally in tune. She's very locked in to how other people feel, you know? I think. I don't think that she's one of these kids that is just one of those, you know, you see certain kids who just run around. They don't understand what's going on around them. Mm-hmm. Jolie is very clear about what's going on around her. Mm-hmm. And she senses things, and she might not be able to understand all of them, but I think if you share that with her, she'll catch on. She'll know whatever it was she was feeling, even now. Like, there's no way you're doing all of this work and you're in the house with her and she don't feel it.
Yeah, and I think it's a good entry for her own child work, that she can go back, because there's some things that...
Get her a head start, girl.
Joe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you can go back and hug that little girl.
That's powerful. Yeah. Imagine if you would have heard "I'm sorry" from your parents earlier, or at all.
Oh, at all.
That would have done. Right now. Right. I switched it with you. Or at all. If I could have heard "I'm sorry" a little earlier, it would have saved a lot of some of the decisions I made in life. Would have saved me from them. I don't know. It's powerful, the sharing. Well, thank you for sharing that. I saw time collapse on the outline and was like, all right.
Wait a minute. Did you go back in time?
That's what I said before we started. I was like, are you about to say you traveled in time or something? I'm thinking it's a ghost. I don't know what she was about to say. I'm like, oh, guy. Here she go. Well, I traveled back in time a bit, back to 1995. In my sadness, I have been looking for numbing agents. And one of my favorite numbing agents is the movie Crimson Tide. I called Shanti very excited, wanting her to watch said movie with me. I'm like, we could just press play at the same time, and then we'll text each other, and we'll talk about the movie in real time. And you were like, yeah. Nah, I'm watching something else.
The Last of Us.
And she would not do it, y'all. And I was like, but I'll buy it for you. I'll send it to you. It was a hard no. For those of you that love Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman, and you like a good thriller that's not like a shoot 'em up bang bang thriller or like a ghost thriller, or it's just two people with two different ideologies in a submarine.
In a submarine?
Yeah. Trying to figure out whether or not to start a nuclear war.
Oh.
It is so good. I just love this movie. I don't know why I love it this much. I love movies like this where you kind of, well, watching it now, I see that one character was definitely the quote unquote like evil villain. But he could have been right. He could have been right. And that's why it's good. You don't know. It's what we do here. It's like, who decides? What's the right thing to do? How do we figure this shit out? So it's a good movie. Check it out, y'all. Crimson of the Tides. It's called Crimson Tide. Yeah. It's Denzel, young Denzel.
Huh? Fine as hell. He was cute.
He was
cute.
Oh my God. That man, I don't know what it is. Denzel's fine is a different fine though. It's not like Morris Chestnut is fine as well, but Denzel's fine. There's something more superior about that fine.
Ooh,
It's a
It's the mouth. This is
dignity.
face.
It's
Yeah.
a intrigue.
Words.
It's just like, oh, who
Captivating.
are you? You
Yeah.
are somebody. It's the way he speaks, the way he walks. Oh my goodness. I just loved it. I just loved it. I really did. I just love that. And I've been telling everyone to watch it. No one has. So, telling the Around the Way Curls listeners, watch Crimson Tide. Let me know how you feel. In other news, Shanti and I, by the time this comes out, hopefully we would have had a photo shoot, child. Yes, we have to do this because we've canceled twice already. Shanti and I are going to have a photo shoot, and I am not feeling my best. I just saw the footage from See the Thing Is, and I think it's because I'm seeing myself more now that I'm doing things where I'm on camera. And boy, is this an exercise. I will say that in the recent history, I've been seeing myself through the lens of my friend Black. And he sees me in a particular way. He sees everyone in a particular way, where he highlights the best things about that person. And also in the way he shoots you, he highlights kind of your essence. Not everybody does that, especially these goddamn podcast cameras. They are cruel, they are mean. And I have been saying some of the meanest things to myself and reverting back to those old habits. And it's bothering me because I know I'm doing it and I won't stop. And it's really sad. I have purchased all these clothes, sent clothes back, just done all that I could do to try to make sure I feel good for this photo shoot. I'm at this point where I don't want my arms out. I don't want, like, what is going on with me? That's not who I am. Like, what? And it's bothering me. And so I was working out today, only a bit, only like 20 minutes because we had to record. And there was this voice in my head that was like, for what? You're never gonna look like X. Like, that's what I'm hearing as I try to take care of my body and stay like healthy and alive. What? So I don't know. It's not all the time. And I am on my period. And that's when the voices come through with the come through, you know? But boy, is it disappointing. Because I really thought I was past certain things.
No, they're always there. But it's the identifying with the voices. They're always going to be there.
That was corny to me. And that was disheartening. And that leads me to my final thought is that people hear me talk about Black on here all the time, but in these moments, I couldn't be more grateful for him because he's somebody that's in my life that when I talk about him to people, they don't trust it. They're immediately like, oh, he's a photographer. Oh, let me see his page. Oh, he takes pictures of all these kind of women. Oh, okay. And photographers have that rep, you know, where they're going to take advantage of women. Let me shoot you nude. Let me do this. None of that happens with him because he's much more than a photographer. People, and I don't want to tell his business, but Black has been on stages with hundreds of thousands of people watching him. There are times when I walk down the street with Black and people approach him and they ask for his autograph. They ask for his blessing. He has done things in this world. And he has renounced that celebrity and that shit that's attached to your ego that goes along with it. And a part of me, I think, looks at that and I'm like, oh man, the world would be so much better if you wouldn't renounce it, if you would just go with it. We need it. We need you to be on this platform and to be telling everybody X, Y, and Z and, you know, and to be touring and doing all this shit. We need it. You are bigger than X, Y, and Z. And that's my own shit. I think there's something really powerful about someone who has all that in them, identifies that that's not the life they want, all the shit that comes along with it, but pours into the people who do want it and asks for nothing. And last week, part of this week, I have felt really low. And I don't know if he's known that, but he just being that presence and encouraging. He's going to shoot us. He's not charging us a fucking dime. Maybe I shouldn't say that because he's going to charge other people. But because of our relationship and because he believes in what we're doing, he is willing to do that for us. And I just don't know where you find people like that. And I'm grateful. And I wanted to
thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to take the time to really say that, because even the other week where he's like, you want this, you want to sing. And I, you know, I think I still resisted saying that and said, oh, he pressured me because that was my out. Oh, he's projecting onto me. That's my out. For me to say, I don't really want it. I don't really miss this. This is not really who I am. I mean, my friend, he forced me to do it. So he snuck this video and then posted it. No, I wanted it up too. It meant a lot to me. And he knew it. And he gave me the push and provided the safe space for me to do it. And that's just something I'm really grateful for. Because there's certain people in your life where you don't know where you'd be. And he's one of those people. So just shout out to him. Shout out to just real fucking friends. Right. Like, just shout out to that. The greatest monk out there. I thank you. Because I'm about to end it. But all right. We're going to please ask folks to rate, subscribe, share these uplifting Around the Way Curls episodes.
Inspiring, encouraging,
honest,
motivational.
That's it. Honest. Listen,
it's rough out here, and I feel like everybody's feeling it.
They gotta be.
I really do. I feel like a lot of people I know were like, "Girl, what the fuck?" A lot of people are feeling it.
I kept saying, "All we need is sunlight in our eyes. There ain't enough fucking sun in the world." I've been taking these walks.
That nigga,
where you at? Like, what's going on, Dr. Huberman? The sun ain't working.
Dr. Huberman.
But please rate and subscribe to Around the Way Curls. Please share if you want to see us in all of our glory. Shanti just gave you a little pose. Please feel free to join Patreon. That is not free, but it is as little as $5 a month. 5, 7, 10, or 1 million if you want
to. Got the green light. If you want to.
That was an underrated song of hers.
I agree. That shit goes hard.
It slaps. That's also an album that we don't talk about enough either. When she came out with all them damn videos,
broke the fucking internet.
That wasn't when she broke the internet.
No, in terms of it was a.
What album was that?
B-Day.
B-Day had all those albums.
4, 3, 2.
Wait, B-Day was. Y'all gotta see Shanti right now. Do it again.
That was my shit. Kitty Cat. I said, oh my God, not the leopard print. You know how I feel about a leopard print now.
I can't. That was her second solo album, Shanti. That's fucking crazy.
She's a nutcase. She's literally out of her fucking mind.
That was her second solo album. I'm thinking that's got to be like her 4th or 5th. No, she hit you.
It was like
with
her. She had been in the game for a minute now.
She had been in the game, but not as a solo artist. That's a whole other animal.
That's a whole other controversy as well. Was Beyonce always a solo artist, even though she was?
She was not. Don't do that. Child? Don't disrespect those ladies like that. For real, because Michelle and Kelly they were holding their own in those harmonies, and they had verses. She was not a solo artist. Sometimes I think if Beyonce would have come out as a solo artist first, would she have popped the same way? I don't know. I think she needed those girls.
Matthew knew. They all knew. He was like, no, you need to be in this little girl group, do this little thing, little dance, diddly dops. Then you out on your own, girl. Short song, take dops. Make it happen.
You said shorts and a
Iconic.
tank top. That really was.
She's fucking iconic. What a beautiful person. Like,
You ready? Let's go get him.
I follow Fly and Famous on Instagram, and they do the throwbacks of Beyonce, and I'm like, this bitch has never been ugly. She's never had a bad moment. You know? She's
She
never
looked
had a bad
tacky.
moment.
She looked tacky in the hip hop, bro. Carmen the hip.
Tacky, but still
but
fine
never
as
ugly.
fuck. Still fine. Not just cute. Like, oh, she's cute. Like Rihanna, when Rihanna first came out, she was like, oh.
No, Rihanna
But
don't
then-
do that.
No,
I did not sign
she
off
was
on
young. She was young. Rihanna's 16 was not Beyonce's 16, 17. I'll just say that.
that. That's because Rihanna needed. Listen,
Rihanna said, I need to cut my hair and live my life.
Did we see Beyonce at 16?
Yes, we did.
We did.
We know this child all our lives. We know Beyonce.
Well, shout out to her.
Always been the bitch. Always. Megan Thee Stallion too.
Megan, when she takes that makeup off, woo, that's a beautiful lady.
When
I
she
want
was
that
a
makeup
young
off.
John, I was like, damn, you been fine.
Oh yeah, the stallion. Some grown man called her that, and it stuck. I hate that for her, but he was like, "You a stallion." That was the end of it.
I hope she's healing. I hope she's doing all right.
Me too.
Also, just want to give a shout out to Erykah Badu as well. I wasn't able to say this on the last episode, but Erykah Badu done lost her skinny man with locks. They no
How
longer
do
together.
you know that?
She was on Tamara Hall. Is her name Tamara? Tamara?
Yeah, that's her name.
Tamara Hall, and Tamara just sneaked it in like, you single now, right? And Erykah was like, yes, I am. She done lost. She ain't posting that little.
What you mean she lost him? He lost her. The fuck?
It could.
They lost each other.
That's what I want to say. I think we think Erykah is the strong friend. I think we think she's all knowing, omniscient. We think she is just elevating when that woman could be grieving and sad.
Oh,
and
just because he lost her doesn't mean she's not grieving.
Either
still
way,
grieve
we
their
don't know
relationship.
about that man. He could have been the bee's knees. We don't know. But I just want to say,
Shanti.
I'm thinking about Erykah, and I hope she's okay because I know her birthday's coming up, and
Is she an Aries?
she's Pisces.
Oh, okay. Oh, Erica. She was also on the Breakfast Club.
She on the Breakfast Club, and then revealed another thing where he was like, "Yeah, I thought you planned to have 3 baby daddies," and she was like, "Nigga, no, I ain't
He's so
planning for
dumb.
that."
Who the fuck plans to have 3 baby daddies? Who plans for it?
She did
Just
not.
the way life unfolds. Also, nobody questions that about Erica.
But because we think she knows everything. Meanwhile, she out here flailing and fucking up and sad and figuring it out. But we like, you good, Erica. Tell me how you do it. She's like,
You know what it is? It's because even when she is flailing, it feels like she's very much grounded in who she is and what she is.
She is. She
Even when
when
she might be sad, I feel like she still knows she's worthy.
Yeah. She makes beautiful music when she's sad.
Oh, Erica.
Anyway, shout out to her. We love you.
You say we love you, E?
I did. Did you hear that psychically? Because I thought it in my
I couldn't. I think you said
I
it.
thought that in my
First of all, I can't hear you. I told you that the microphone is in the computer, not
Internet.
this mic. When you whisper,
You psychically heard that. Because in my head, I said we love you. And then I said E in my head. And I said, don't say that.
oh, you just said we love you? You
Yeah.
never say E?
No.
Whoa. Wow.
Time collapsed. Now this is getting real.
Wow. All right. It's getting late. Let's take, no, we're not going to take a break because we are practicing radical honesty, and Shanti and I never actually break. Let's pause to pay some bills. I hate that. Can you sing a song like that? Let's see if you can do it.
What? Sing a song like
Pause
that?
to pay some bills. It can't be a break song. It's got to be something around paying bills.
Nope. Because
That's good.
Can you pay my bills? Boop.
Oh my God. That was, all right. Boop. That's it. Put the time in there. What time is it? I think it's, oh God, 29:56.
Not you saying we need radical honesty around this shit. Of all the things to be radical honesty. This
First
is the
of all,
fork in the road that we need
may
to be
I ask you a
radical.
question? Did we play one voicemail? Why is that break under the voicemails? Reel it in. I needed the break because my voicemails are not ready yet. My watch just told me to take a moment for mindfulness. Child. Okay. Right, Shanti, you gotta write break. Auntie not gonna know what the fuck that means. Or these headphones really hurting today. I even think my head is swollen from my period. Everything's like, what the fuck? They don't hurt like this.
Hi, Internet.
Okay, we got it. Hi, Internet and Shanti. Ready?
Yes.
And we are back. So, this week, we have 2 voicemails we are going to play. And if you too would like to call in to leave us a voicemail, please call us at 215-948-2780. That's 215-948-2780. And often on the voicemails, people say, oh, I never call because I don't know what the number is. Good people, I don't know if you know this, but every episode has a description. And it also has links to all of our social media and this phone number that you can call. So make sure you're checking out the episode descriptions and all of the handy dandy links to get in contact with us. Okay? But first up, we have a voicemail from a lovely caller who we actually accidentally, inadvertently made fun of by accident. And we apologize in advance. Oh, oops.
Hi, Internet. Hi, Shanti. This is Francis. I know my name is Francis. You guys made fun of that name before, but I'm a very young, vivacious Francis. Anyway, I was just listening to episode 239, Internet, when you had mentioned your friend Black had recorded you singing in the hallway, and I immediately stopped what I was doing to check it out on your Instagram. And for some reason, I don't know if it was hearing your voice or if it was how your friend Black had recorded you just a little bit out of focus in the beginning, but as soon as you started to sing, my eyes just started to well up and they just started to fill up with tears. Your voice is amazing, and it really touched me to hear you say that, you know, you are one way with a certain way of people, or certain people know you for being or have done something specifically, and while others, you know, don't. And it resonated with me in that I want to be who I want to be or who I am, regardless of who I'm in front of or the audience that I'm around. And I felt compelled to call you finally. I heard you guys for a while now and always wanted to call in, but I finally did it, and I'm glad I did. And just wanted to say, Antoinette and Shanti, continue to do everything that you're doing. You are touching people. I love your authenticness, and it's very much appreciated. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.
Shout out to Francis.
Not us disrespecting your name and the generations ahead before it. I apologize.
I would like to apologize as well. We were just being corny that day. And you sound vivacious. Thank you for calling. I'm glad you called as well. And thank you for your kind words. But also, yes, I wouldn't, it saddens me to hear that, not it saddens me, but I hope that you soon don't identify with not sharing all the parts of yourself with the folks around you. And I hope I don't soon too. Because compartmentalizing and fracturing yourself in that way is not honest. It's not radically honest.
And it's unsustainable.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Also, Shanti, I feel like you be giving bits and pieces of yourself too, girl.
I just said, take it from me. Oh, you must not be able to hear me.
I can't hear you. I keep telling you I can't hear you. I know. How are we going to get better at that? What do? We just do the thing?
Therapy. I already told y'all I don't have the tools. I'm dead ass. I've reached my capacity. It is through God's grace and through intervention that I find the ways forward, because it's rough over here.
Well, I look forward to it. I can't wait to see all the parts of you in one room, one Shanti. It'll be very exciting. But I feel like we all do that to an extent. And it's a disservice to ourselves and most likely a disservice to the people that we love. So, thank you for that. And now next up, I sadly don't have it ready. Oh God. Why don't you take this out? Okay, here it is. All right, next up, we have one more caller.
Hello, Around the Way Curls ladies. Antoinette, my girl, you are going to come on my Birds of a Feather podcast so we can group therapy, because I know all of us Eagle fans need to relax, relate, and release. I know you all have a hellish schedule. Congratulations on the Can't Afford Therapy podcast. I enjoyed it. I especially enjoyed the chapter on anxiety. But yeah, you need to bless my presence with my little podcast, please. Just even if it's for like 20 minutes, because I don't pay past 40 minutes for Zoom. So, but this is your girl Elena from Elkins Park, PA, Tinkertown area. I met Shanti at the Christmas Village, and I enjoyed you guys talking about dealing with your isms and projecting onto each other. That chapter, I forget the number. I'm sorry, I'm just doing this on the whim. But that was a very good episode because I think you guys really broke down a wall. And I think Can't Afford Therapy is helpful for Antoinette to get out stuff that she may not be able to clearly state on Around the Way Curls. And Shanti having her own personal experiences outside the podcast is what you guys need to keep the friendship even more pure. And keep growing, ladies. And Antoinette, I hope to see you if you visit See the Singers tour in Philly, because I will be there. All right, love you, ladies. Keep growing. Keep glowing. Bye.
Oh.
Keep growing. Keep glowing.
Girl, I will come on your podcast and cry about these Eagles. It's still hard for me. So, to look at the Eagles post, I followed the Eagles on IG, and shout out to whoever does their social media. They do a really good job. But when I see it, I scroll past real fast because it just hurts. It just hurts. Speaking of hurts, I'm anxiously awaiting to see what they pay Jalen Hurts to see if any more money is left for the rest of the team. Because there is a salary cap. And I saw that Miles Sanders posted today that he loves being in Philly and he really wants to stay in Philly and to please keep him in Philly. Like basically begging for them not to trade him and to renew his contract. But I don't know where they're going to find the money to pay him and Jalen, because he's going to want to get paid. Oh, it's breaking my little heart. I don't know if we're going to get our guys back. Our coaches are already gone. The
coaches are gone?
No, well, the coordinators, not the head coach. Our little Italian stallion still in that bitch. But I would happily come on a podcast and talk my shit and might get emotional doing it, because that was a special team. They made a Christmas album together. I'm so serious about that. That was a brotherhood, and it's sad.
Is that a figurative? That's a figurative.
A figurative what?
They made a Christmas album together?
No, bitch, they really made a Christmas album together. I talked about it on the podcast. They recorded a Christmas album, and the proceeds went to some charity in Philadelphia. Like, you can buy it, and it's kind of good. Like, Jason Kelsey, the white guy.
The handsome one?
That's the brother.
Oh.
They're both handsome to me. I love Jason Kelsey, but I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Travis Kelsey, and he beat us.
Yes.
His brother had this great idea of like, we should do a Christmas album, and got the guy. I'm gonna send you the YouTube. It's like a 10-minute YouTube of how they did it. And like they have this one guy, I forget his name. I don't know why it's escaping me right now. He can really actually sing. But they had people in the studio, instruments. They did arrangements. They have like Jalen Hurts in there talking like, "Hey kids," They've got
I would
Brandon
love to
Graham.
hear it.
It's so sweet and so cute. But they that's the kind of, they don't have to do those things. And that's the kind of camaraderie that they had. So it makes me sad to think that they might not be together for so long. Ugh. But yeah, girl, my schedule is hellish for the next couple of weeks, but email me. My email is right on my regular page. I'll be happy to do it. And shout out to you for going to the Christmas Village to support a disabled collective.
I'm trying to figure out if that's the lady that just had the baby, but maybe not. I'm sorry if it's not you, but I think it was. But
She didn't say her
I
name.
apologize. She ain't seen nothing about the baby.
But shout out to you. All right. This week, for our main topic, what we talking about, Shanti?
Talking about what we too goddamn old to be doing.
Oh. Well.
You're too old.
So you
10
mean like,
things you're too old for.
oh, now that we're in our mid to late 30s?
Excuse me? Mid to 30s.
Oh.
Not late 30s.
Well, mid is like 35.
No, it's like 35, 36. Mid.
Oh, okay.
Late
So
is
mid
probably about I say 38, 39.
Okay. So we're in our mid 30s.
Mid 30s. Yep.
Things we are too old for. And we're doing 10 things. How many things are we doing, Sheila?
However, until we're like, yo, this is too long. Or it's like, girl, that was fast.
I think Shanti's too old to lie. So, too old to front. Heard you. Say less. All right, you start us off. One thing that you are too old for.
Now, these are things that I still do.
Oh,
These are things
God.
that I should not be doing anymore.
This
but
is
I
not
know
the
I'm too old for
assignment.
it.
This is not the
It
assignment.
is. Not completely. It's not all comprehensive. But a lot of them, I'm like, girl, you're too old. I'm too old to sleep on a bed and pillows that hurt my back and hurt
I
my neck.
have that on my list. I want to. Oh, God. Go ahead.
Oh, God. I'm too old for it. I
Yes.
need to invest in a new bed. I need to be really serious about these pillows. I cannot wake up with crinks in my neck. I now understand why some people will take a pillow. If I know I'm going to your house, I will take my pillow with me. I can't sleep at Rashid's house because his pillows ruin my neck for a week.
Bitch. Buy some pillows for his crib. Shanti, you made fun. I want to point out that you made fun of me when I came home for one day and had my pillows and my weighted blanket.
Yes.
I need that. Otherwise, I actually can't.
You
function.
cannot sleep.
Not only can I not sleep, but I will wake up and just have all kinds of knots.
Painful.
Painful.
But the shameful part is that I don't have a proper frame for myself now. I don't have the I found my pillow kind of, but it could be real. I want my bed to be wonderful getting in, and I'm working on it. I got my new.
You need that mattress topper.
My sheets, but a duvet, if you will. Yeah, get it together, girl. Grow up.
You still sleeping on that couch? Listen. I don't want to tell you what size bed I'm sleeping in. It's pissing me off. Every time I get in it, I'm like, this is the most childish.
Girl, your bed be having me out, though. Your
You're
cat is
comfortable.
annoying, and I actually can't sleep because if it weren't for the cat, I'd be
Don't
in
do
that bed.
it. So you're comfortable in my bed, huh?
For the most
I'm about
part,
to get a new mattress because I don't like this mattress. I
want
need a
this
softer
for you.
mattress.
I want it for you.
I will give it to you. But I think your bed is bigger
No,
than
my
mine.
bed's bigger. Yeah.
Shut up. You don't have to say it all quick like that. Yeah, my bed is bigger than yours. I live in New York. It's tricky. I don't have a twin, y'all. So you can guess what I have. It's childish. I'm single. Listen. I don't need a big old bed right now. But one day I'm going to get it together. All right, I have one. And I actually might do this as well. Now that and we're practicing radical honesty. I am too old for arguing with people online.
Girl, wait a minute. Wait a whole goddamn minute. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah.
Wait, do you feel like I argue with people online a lot?
No, you don't argue, but they be it affects you. It affects you.
Absolutely.
In your head, you be arguing with people online.
No, let me tell you something. I don't argue with people about real shit. The things that I argue with people online,
No.
and it annoys me so much because what happens is it's always on like the Bleacher Report or like ESPN,
You,
like fucking NFL, NBA, where I'm like,
No internet.
going in. And I'll write something like, Joel Embiid is the most disrespected center in the league. And then people, because it's on a huge platform, a whole bunch of people are commenting under it. And you get every one of those notifications. My notifications are turned off. So when I turn my phone on, I'm inundated with people talking shit about my team. Then I'm like, hold the fuck up. And I be wanting to respond so
and
badly.
sometimes you do.
That's why I learned the hard way. I learned to unfollow the Shade Room because that place was the worst. It's just
I
cesspool.
can't believe you were on the Shade Room comment.
I was on the Shade Room like, why isn't Jasmine on this list? Stupid shit. Dumb. These comments are mean. Or just like, actually, this is very limiting for men. People are like, shut the fuck up. You know what the other one is? Motherfucking Sean King.
Oh, God.
God damn. If I say anything, that's why I don't even write. Listen, Sean King is nice to me and friendly. For whatever reason, I think because he follows me back, my comments appear higher in his algorithm thing, so people have to see it. Something's going, I don't know how it works, but anytime I write under Sean King's comments, oh my God. It's just a bunch of people.
You're too big. You're too big.
Girl, it makes me so, and I have to stop.
Big
I have
age.
to stop.
Stop.
I have to stop. So, arguing with people online, and I've graduated from arguing under my own stuff. Like, if you want to say something fucked up, I just block you. But if you talk about my team, you talk about my people, we got a problem, all right? So, working on that. Look at your face. Leave me alone.
Too old. I'm past this now. But 36 years old. You better not let no man mishandle your nipples, okay?
Oh.
You better know. You better speak up if it hurts, if he's pulling.
Pulling?
Better speak up. Can't be having sex at 36 years old and not enjoying the missile massages, the nipple massages and caresses, okay?
That's a good one.
God, this is your sign from God. This is a highly spiritual and intuitive episode. So this is your message from God. And I'm talking right to you. You know who it is. You better stop that bullshit and get your nipples taken care of right, okay?
Heard you. I didn't have that on my list. But it's a good one. I will say at 35, I cannot party all night. I cannot be out drinking. I cannot I can't be out with the edibles. I can't be out with the hootenanny shenanigans.
That word is my favorite.
All goddamn night without needing the whole next day to rest and recover.
I thought you was going to stop there. I like your asterisk. Without, I can still do all that
I can do it, but understand, I'm going to need a day off. I need to rest. I will say that after we went to the Reed, and Mandy's younger than me, we went to the damn Reed's show, and then we went to like the after party to celebrate them. And I got home, and then Jade and I went and got tacos, child. And the tacos weren't ready, and our greedy asses waited. And they ate them in the car. And I got in the house at 4 a.m. Still ain't right. I have not drank my water. I'm not going to the bathroom correctly.
I'm telling you.
Everything's off. I'm an emotional wreck. I'm serious.
True. No,
I can't actually function in that way.
I agree.
So that's one.
I'm actually gonna go off the script because you just hit something for me.
Okay.
At this big age, I realize that transitions are important for me.
Oh.
When you have a kid, if you just take your kid from one place and put them into another place, sometimes they act up. If you take your kid and they just get off of school and then you just want them to go take a nap or do some other shit. Sometimes they need a moment to like sit. Their transitions are important. Sometimes I'll go and have an eventful, I think not too long ago, I went to New York, had a wonderful time. Got in that car and cried. I just felt overwhelmed.
Were we together when you came here?
It wasn't a sign of it being a bad time. I didn't have anxiety about going home, but like the transition of it was that actually. It was having a good time and then having to drive and go home and go right into my week overwhelmed me and made me feel a way.
You
and
didn't even tell me this. What did we do in New York that was fun?
I don't know. The last time I was there, we had a great time. It wasn't about the time that I had there. It was about...
I'm just trying to place like when you came. That was Fish Cheeks?
I think so.
Oh, wow. You was crying the next day?
I got in the car and I cried. And I was like, why am I crying? And I was like, because you're a 36-year-old, 2-year-old. And you got to brace yourself for the hard transitions like that. Because it's not part of my regular routine. And it does joggle me up a little bit. And I'm like, I got to go home and like do all the things. And I get overwhelmed. And it's like, I got to find a way to be like, girl, it's all right. Or not to take, more importantly, not to take my overwhelm seriously. It's just like, transitioning, little baby girl. Trouble.
Wow.
Child that is. Lost child over here. God help me.
Child. The next one that I have on my list is the new music of the day. I was recording on See the Thing Is, and again, whenever I think of this, I think of that old Amanda. Mandy, God bless her. There's music she loves. I don't know what those kids are saying. I don't. I really don't. And I try. And I'm like, and I'm just like, cool. And I can't dance to it. When I was out again, I was at the Reeds after party and I was sitting there and Mandy kept saying, you got to fix your face. People can see it. And I was like, I didn't think my face looked bad, but I think it was the music that was being played. And
what was your face like?
That's what it was. I was looking at the DJ like, and I think it was because I was concentrating, trying to understand what they were saying. Because I looked around and a dead ass, I had W.E.B. Du Bois, double consciousness. I'm floating above myself, full observation, and being like, all right, you could bob along and act like you know what the fuck is going on. You could definitely do hive mind shit and be like, hey. I could do it. I can fake the funk. But then I was like, or do you want to be radically honest? Or do you genuinely want to like understand what's happening around you so you can really take part? In my efforts to do that, I looked like a bitch. But when the music of our time came on, a little Crush on You, a little Mace, a little Puff, I said, whoa, hoot nanny. I was up. I was dancing around. I was twinkle toes, having a good old time. Rapping everything. I just became alive again. And I realized, oh, it's because you're old. You're old. And that's
We're
okay.
stuck in our times, yeah.
I'm stuck in my time. Hip hop stopped at a certain time.
Yeah.
And it stopped at the time when I could understand what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And now I haven't a clue.
Or an interest. I think that's the most important thing. Is
I don't want to say not an interest. Some of it I'm like, I do want maybe, but some of it I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I would need Rap Genius on at all times.
You have to know what they're saying?
Well, if I'm really going to get into it, you know me, the way I enjoy hip hop, hippity hop, I rap it. Mm-hmm. Think about it, Shanti. Anytime I'm dancing, I'm in the lyrics. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I become Freeway. I am actually Beanie Siegel in this moment. So I can't fully enjoy it if I don't know what you're saying.
If you don't know what they're saying.
And then if you're saying a whole bunch of
terrible things,
like Percocets and this and that, like we just talked about Kensington. No, can't get down with the get down. So I think I've aged out. I'm gonna stick with the Spinners.
No,
Gonna stick with Otis Redding, and keep it pushing. It's who I am, and I accept it.
Oh, my child just put a beautiful picture under the door.
She should need to be in the goddamn bed. It's 11 o'clock.
She goes to a school on a German schedule, so they're on winter break.
What?
I was like, what? You mean spring break? She was like, no, winter break. They're on winter break.
You know
anyway.
What? JoJo's probably smart enough to just be lying to you. They in school right the fuck now. She's like, German break, Mom. German winter break. You don't know.
I'm too old to not know fundamental first aid and emergency care.
Oh my God, that's a good one.
I do not know. I used to know CPR. I do not know it. I do not know how to tie a tourniquet to stop blood. I do not know what to do if there's a gunshot wound.
There's a way to tie a tourniquet? You don't just tie it?
Yeah, there's a way to know how to stop blood if there's a gunshot wound, which is a very realistic possibility in this day and age. I don't know. Suture. I don't know all of these things, and I
gotta know how to suture somebody.
I feel those are the type of emergency. We got an emergency. Antoinette broke her leg and she's bleeding out of it. What are you going to do? 2 hours away,
you're supposed to take a belt and.
I don't know the proper. That makes sense to me, but maybe there's a way you really should do it. I don't know it. I don't know, girl.
That's a good
Advil. You all right? Put a
one.
little thing on it. But
drink a ginger ale and some tussin.
Go sit down. Be quiet. Stop all that hollering. Go to bed. Take a nap. Just kidding. Don't take a nap. But if somebody has a heart attack, these kinds of things, the basic care of it.
If somebody has a heart attack, I don't know. I knew the stroke.
A stroke. Their stroke is very important. They can't go to bed. They can't.
You ready? No. The stroke. They gotta lift one arm, and then the other arm, and then put one arm out, the other arm out, and you gotta press down on each to see which side. That's how you tell if somebody has a stroke. Which side is less strong, and so that's
the side. Go to sleep as well, or something, and not allowed to fall asleep.
That is
a concussion.
Concussion. Yes.
Anyway, there's this course in Philly where they teach you all this stuff. They teach you how to load a gun. It's like emergency type of stuff that, again, gunshot wounds, serious first aid kit. They're like, girl, it's Armageddon. We live too close to Kensington. Figure it out.
That's a really
overdosing. If somebody overdoses, what the drug is that you ask for. What do you do?
That's a really prayer. Call my mom. Mom.
Your mom. See,
that's the thing. Having a nurse
you got a nurse
in the family,
mom.
but what if she don't answer?
Doing drugs? Oh God, the consequences.
Are you doing drugs too? Wait. Before you help, are you? How do you know this?
Sleep in the bed you made. Better lay in that bed.
That's your mom. That's not. My mom is questioning. Are you doing it too? What's going on? Why are you hanging out with this? Who is this? And she checking my location. To mom. All right, my next one is eating anything I want. First of all, the way this here IBS is set up, I don't know if I've ever told people on this podcast that I do indeed have irritable bowel syndrome. It is something that I deal with every day of my life. And I'm just getting older and this shit don't leave. What the fuck you eat? So seriously, you eat. I eat a fucking apple and it stays, and I'm like, what happened? Why is the apple staying? It's an apple. It's fucking Eve in them. They fucked it up for us, but it is correct. The way that the old folk told us that your body was going to change and your metabolism, and I laughed it off. What the fuck? And then even your digestion, what? Why does my stomach hurt all the time?
Oh.
It's annoying.
That's a serious
thing. Why do I feel terrible after I eat certain things that I used to eat and be like, all right, cool, that was good. Like, did you feel good after the Super Bowl?
No. Terrible. Farting up a storm. I was in that car to the moon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
What? Did you eat a lot? I didn't think I ate that much.
I don't eat that. I never eat like
but
that.
I don't eat that food. Right. That was a sin.
Farting.
Oh my God. So we got to watch it. We got to change our ways. We need to eat less. We need to take on some intermittent fasting. And we need to add a pre and probiotic to our daily intake.
Yeah.
Because
it's
things
really
are
hard
functioning.
to eat well. It's been really hard. And I know they go, it's just one feeds the other, but in my sadness, I've been so not interested in food in a way though. And especially eating good food. I just haven't. I'm doing that. Am I okay?
No. I'm not.
I am too old to not get my artwork framed properly, and the way I rely on IKEA, the way I go to IKEA, I will not, I refuse, I have not, I keep telling myself, I'm like, I'm going to just get these IKEAs, and when I get my money together, I'm really going to get a nice framed piece, but
that's expensive though, I will say. I have some framed pieces, and I was sick.
I'm never going to do it, because this whole when I get rich thing is the lie that capitalism has all of us going in a spiral for. But girl, you're too old. Pick a piece and frame it. God damn it.
Yeah, you need one. Pick one piece and get a nice frame. I only have 2 nice frames in here.
But because you have original art as well, so that also adds to you need to invest in nice. I'm not going to get a print done, but
you could go to Home Goods at least. God damn it, Shanti. They got frames at Home Goods.
Oh my God, I love it.
This is the thing. You should definitely go into
it. I'm too old for Home Goods.
I'm too
old to be this attack. I will.
No, that's right on time. Home Goods is age appropriate.
Headphones and Home Goods? Nigga.
Just stay in your life. Zone out. Meditation. Mindfulness at its best. Something that I'm too old for is heels. Our heels. I'm done.
I love that.
I'm done. I'll put them on, but you know me. They coming right the fuck off.
You've always been like that, girl.
Them heels.
You remember Old City? The purple pumps?
Yes. They were yellow, asshole.
They were purple, them things that...
No, the purple pumps were the Sade concert.
Oh.
Those were 2 pairs of shoes that were very cheap and didn't belong on my feet. And they came on off. Do you remember PVO? The purple outfit? And I walked around that entire venue barefoot, like the whitest of women. Because one, I was drunk and I said, do you want to fall or do you want to have fun? And I chose fun. And I'm going to keep choosing fun. Heels are out of here. I will wear them for a photo shoot. I will even wear them. If it's a boot with a platform, I might could do it. But
your
those
heels for your birthday were cute. Were they They were platforms.
They were platforms. I could wear those all day.
Mm-hmm.
But the day of the high-ass 4-inch pump.
Who's doing that anymore anyway?
I used to wear heels every day in high school. High heels.
You did.
High. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Why?
Literally insane. Hurting your back.
I spent $300 on them damn inserts from the chiropractor. And I'm gonna use them, and I can't use them in no heels.
This is the oldest episode that is.
I don't care. I've got fall arches.
About that now. I ain't gonna hear our voices getting low. We're getting indignant as hell. We talking about what we paid for.
What?
Listen,
what are they? $300 for them inserts?
Get exasperated with it. What? Listen,
that's a lot of money. I'm gonna use them now. So heels, they died. R.I.P. Certain heels. I should say that.
I'm too old to not have, and I have. This is something that is an ongoing conversation, but maybe this is for somebody else. You're too old in your 30s to not have had hard conversations with your parents around death and plans. And if you have multiple kids, who's doing what, who's responsible for what, what do you do? You have to talk with your family. And you know how many people, especially men, it's really interesting how scared they are and how haunted they are about the death of their mom and dad.
Yep.
In a way that I feel like women are like, yo, what's the deal? We gotta figure this
Where
shit
are the
out.
papers? Who's
Where are
the
the papers?
executor?
What we gonna do? Who's going to what? Like, what's happening? Yes, do it.
That's such a good one. This is my final one. You can keep going, but I am too old to waste time.
It connects with mine to be on Instagram all the goddamn time.
I'm too old to waste time. Listen. At this year age, okay, 35 plus 35 is 70. If we're lucky, we might could have 10 to 20 more years after that. Maybe even girl, if you don't stop, Blue. Sorry. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, she's in the drawer. Hold on, because she's gonna get hurt. Come on. Okay, apologies. I am apparently Blue is not too old for the shenanigans. Really, 35 plus 35 is 70, and if I only got if I lived half my life, possibly, I don't have that much more time left. I can't be wasting it now. I can't be wasting it doing shit I don't want to do, being around people I don't want to be around. Life is not promised. And listen, I have a friend, and when y'all can guess who that is now, Black, who's always like, if I died tomorrow, I want to know that I spent my time wisely, like the moments before, that I don't have a regret. And I really consider that now. So that looks like saying no. That looks like really just a lot of saying no and saying yes. But it looks like a lot of no. It looks like a lot of, you know what? No, I want to do X. And
I love
yeah,
that.
can't waste your time, child.
Well, that now, girl, we done did that down. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't have any more? Don't lie. Did you have some more?
I have not understanding my taxes. Too old. Get it together. Not stretching weekly at this
good
point.
one.
For me, in this point in my life, this is really serious. I think I take this as seriously as what you just said, of not going to therapy and realizing that therapy is not, is a tool. Sometimes you gotta pull that shit out. And it's not, and it's for many relationships in your life, it's a tool. It's necessary. Sometimes you need help. And
We take our car to get service, but we won't service ourselves, child.
Preaching the day. And yeah, that's it. Being on Instagram daily. Too much time on Instagram. Too much time. It's just
I wish there was an app. What was that lady's name from last week? The inventor. She need to go ahead and make an app.
There is an app that locks you out of your Instagram, girl.
There is?
Yeah. For a amount of time.
I need it.
I need to
want
put
it.
this motherfucker in a box. I need that box that you put your phone in the box.
But
and
what
it
if
locks
it's an
you out?
emergency?
Call JoJo.
That
I mean,
12-year-old.
obviously you probably can open up the box. They probably have like a key or something if you need to in an emergency. But,
Girl, I'd use that key all the time. I'd be like, fuck this dumbass box.
Give me
That
my
ain't gonna
fucking phone.
But an app where it's like you've reached your allotment for Instagram,
Yeah,
I
then
want
we'll
it.
definitely have it.
Give it to me, please.
I
See?
won't lie to you.
Let's do it. So y'all, this is a light episode. We giving y'all light episodes. You're welcome. We know we've been heavy, even though it's maybe this isn't light now that I think back on it. I actually can't remember because Shanti was time traveling.
It was, listen,
It was what it was.
Quantum physics over here. We were transcending the laws of matter, nigga, and time and space, because that shit ain't real. And you can do it too.
So time ain't real, but we old. Amen. That's the name of the episode. Does that work for you? Did you hear? Oh. All right, y'all. That's it. Again, I will not be here next week. Shanti's going to hold it down with the homie Nana, who's going to kill it. And we will be back after that for more fun times with Around the Way Curls. Bye. What the? I saw it. Browser preventing recording. Ask Shanti to refresh page. Yeah, girl.